The older sister of girl group Twice, Miss Nayeon, had come for most out of nowhere with a new solo effort, and Twice is a group I have glossed over, not out of spite, it's more about what is there to say. They're the reigning sales queen of Korea of all time and dubbed the nation's girl group. They've evolved their effervescent and cheery music over their early career to just a danceable but matured pop music that added guitar textures, 808s, and slightly deeper topics of romance. All of that, yet Twice is not known for their individual members. Which brings us to Nayeon. I have no particular understanding of her in variety shows, but I do know what I learned from her with this mini album is that she has musical taste. So let's begin. Pop is the title track for this new mini album. Nayeon debuted with a bright and flirty song unlike anything we've heard this year, and it compares a partner to a bubble wanting to be popped. It's a very flirty song, but it's also a mature song that's not forced. It doesn't feel like anything we've heard from Nayeon's group material with Twice, especially of the earlier years like Cheer Up and Dance the Night Away. There's a sense of maturity that's there that's not packaged sugar rush on a danceable beat. It's more so just this bright, fun song that feels very carefree but tongue-in-cheek at the same time. And my favorite part is that there's this grooving bass line and what sounds like a saxophone in the pre-chorus. I love it. No Problem is easily this familiar song to anybody who's ever been on a dance party, and the call and response chorus with the comforting lover lyrics, the slight vocoder effect attached to that synth pop beat. Truly, this song is for anyone who's interested in a decent bounce and casual groove. Granted, more could have came off stronger to steal the show for it to be even better than pop, but maybe it just could have done with more of a pulsating chorus, like The Weeknd, which he pulled on his recent album inspired by Michael Jackson's Thriller. It has one of those synth pop 80s sounds, and one thing's for sure, it's solid. The Stray Kids feature of Felix is fine, although this isn't for his voice, and I'm not saying because it's his voice, I'm saying that a deeper registered vocal on this song really feels counterintuitive. I feel like it should have been someone with a more tenor-based pop voice. I feel like this song definitely overall holds well with Nayeon's vocals, and it reminds me of almost Carly Rae Jepsen at times. Love Countdown, this song is a bit too familiar in terms of the 808s and the attempted summer beach brightness, and to be frank, Weinstein actually is the most fitting here aside from that generic rap. The chorus isn't as sticky and fun as the previous tracks, while the bridge was also predictable, and the brief climax note from Nayeon tells you everything you need to know about the song. It's here, but it won't take. Now, Candy Floss, we finally get back to the dance queen in her element, which is here expanded in the form of a dirty bass line and drum kicks. One thing that's noticeable here is just like the previous songs, there's an element of restraint here vocally. Nayeon, with her flirty and vibrant voice, sings alongside the casual synths throughout the track. It might be because the song feels like a booster or prep before the actual event. However, it feels like a song that solidly came, but it passed too quickly, and it might not have the strength of the first two, but it's another danceable display. All or Nothing, this song screams laid back early 2000s R&B with the top down. The half-step, skitty bass line and overall melody screams contemporary R&B, but in a nostalgic way. Nayeon's voice, as most of the album, does not sound out of place here, especially with allowing the ad-libs to shine. The arrangement allows for that to be possible, and given the song's sonic simplicity, the track may hold a more special place for me than the previous two tracks, especially showing Nayeon's more mature side of knowing she's not perfect, but if she's going to be a part of a relationship, he needs to be willing to commit. Happy Birthday to You, slightly bend synths, check. Xylophone, twinkling effect, check. Laced R&B pop groove, check. This song is produced with a type of groove that is likened to the All or Nothing song, except it's a mid-tempo. You'll have no problem turning on to lay back with someone and sway back and forth. Nayeon's voice carries the song through so effortlessly while not over singing. It seems this is one of those B-sides that has a timeless feel to it, all talking about dedicating time with someone you care for. Sunset, the album closer bordering on doo-wop, yes, feeling reminiscent of Ariana Grande during the Yours Truly era for sure, but is it too faceless or too familiar? Not exactly. Anyone could have made this song their own, and Nayeon's nasally pinched vocal doesn't excuse the song from being good. The track talks about missing someone like a fading sunset, while the track is covered in this fluffy, airy vocal layering. You can't say this is an R&B callback. And to this end, the mini album should be ending off with a bang from where it started, but it's understandable why it did not. I feel like taking things down here is not a misstep, and frankly, it's a solid sunset to an album that started off bright and sunny. Overall, familiar faces like Destiny Rogers, best remembered for the Tomboy song which Blackpink's Lisa danced to, who co-wrote on the album, LDN Noise, and the Stereotypes, they all brought their games to this album, as well as the other producers and writers. Not to mention the important part of Nayeon playing a role in curating this album that feels like a festive day with a significant other. It's flirty, it's playful, it's warm, it's danceable, it's fun. The biggest surprise came in the nostalgic R&B tinges. The majority of the songs have a sense of maturity, like All or Nothing, and leaving the overly sugary tunes out of this while still being fun. The only issue here is the thin bridges and climaxes that need a boost to leave an overall impression. Nayeon's writing on the song, like All or Nothing or Love Countdown, this honestly gives it a certain appeal that I feel like I'm not dissatisfied by. It's arguably a personal feel that you don't hear from a lot of K-pop artists, and I feel like I'm very interested in what she has to do from here on out. Thank you guys for listening to this video. Please make sure to give a thumbs up and like and subscribe to the channel for more content. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.